In many Korean dramas, we frequently encounter portrayals of chaebols, powerful conglomerates with significant influence on the Korean economy and receive backing from the government. The depiction in K-dramas aligns with reality, as the South Korean government actively supports major chaebols such as Samsung, LG, and Hyundai. These conglomerates play a crucial role in contributing to the economic development and alleviation of poverty in the country. You might be curious about the meaning of chaebol and who they are. The term chaebol is a combination of the Korean words for wealth, chae, and clan or clique, ball. In South Korea, chaebols are family-owned businesses with subsidiaries spanning various industries. Chaebols in South Korea are distinguished by strong family control, authoritarian management, and centralized decision-making. These large business entities have received substantial support from the South Korean government since the early 1960s, fostering internationally recognized brands like Samsung and Hyundai. The success of chaebols has been closely tied to collaboration with the government. Decades of support in the form of subsidies, loans, and tax incentives have played a crucial role in establishing them as key players in the South Korean economy. Chaebols significantly contribute to South Korea's investment in research and development and have a global employment footprint. In August 2023, Korean media and netizens were taken aback when Hyun-hee, a 42-year-old former fencing Olympian, announced her divorce from her longtime husband, Gong Hyo-suk, a South Korean cyclist. They had been married since 2011 and share an 11-year-old daughter. Hyun-hee revealed her husband's unfaithfulness was the reason for the divorce. In her Instagram announcement, Hyun-hee addressed the public's curiosity about her marital status, expressing the difficulty of the decision. She emphasized her commitment to making the marriage work for the sake of their precious child and expressed her dedication as a wife and mother. The unexpected twist didn't end there. On October 23rd, Hyun-hee and Cheong-jo announced their marriage through a joint interview with Women's Chosun. They recognized the possibility of criticism due to their age and economic differences, given that Cheong-jo hails from a third-generation chaebol. Despite this, they emphasized Cheong-jo's politeness and wisdom. The couple expressed their closeness, stating that they don't feel any age gap between them. Hyun-hee even described her new lover as a person who gives true and blind love. But who are they? Hyun-hee is a prominent South Korean fencer with a remarkable career at the Olympics and World Championships. Born on September 29th, 1981, in Seoul, South Korea, Hyun-hee started her fencing journey at the age of 12 in 1994. Her debut on the international stage occurred in 2001 at the Asian Fencing Championships. But before her remarkable career as a fencer was set, she and her family faced challenges in supporting her journey as an athlete, given their financial difficulties. Her mother once revealed that she even concealed her cancer to work at a restaurant to support Hyun-hee's athletic pursuits. Despite all the challenges, Hyun-hee achieved a historic milestone at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, becoming the first female fencer representing the Republic of Korea to secure a medal by winning silver in individual foil. Until 2021, she held the record for the highest fencing salary in Korea. She is the only Korean fencer to compete in 4 consecutive Olympic Games, the first female medalist in Korean fencing history, the only female individual foil medalist, the first athlete to win multiple medals, and the only fencer to win multiple medals in the foil category. Following a successful fencing career, Hyun-hee announced her retirement in 2019. After retiring from professional fencing, she transitioned into various roles, including being a member of the board of directors at the Korea Sports Association, a fencing commentator, and a coach. She also established an international fencing academy in Gangnam, nurturing the next generation of fencers. Born in 1996, Cheong-jo is introduced as a third-generation Chaebol, the illegitimate son of the CEO of the Paradise Group. He resides in Signiel, having been born and raised in the United States. Formerly an executive at a global information technology company, he is currently involved in both arts education and information technology businesses on a global scale. Cheong-jo pursued a major in horseback riding in New York, achieving success as an equestrian athlete with numerous victories before retiring at the age of 19 due to an injury. Currently, he manages an education center in Korea that focuses on arts, physical education, psychology, and etiquette for children. Cheong-jo, having a lifestyle different from ordinary people, his words, not ours, always accompanied by bodyguards and a chauffeur in his daily life, visited Nam's fencing academy to learn fencing. And on his first day of visit, he was told by his bodyguards that the president, Hyun-hee, is a famous person in fencing. That's when it all started. John confessed that the moment he saw Hyun-hee, he fell in love at first sight, but gave up his heart when he found out that she was married and had a child. Cheong-jo and Hyun-hee first met during a fencing lesson. On January 9, 2023, Cheong-jo called Hyun-hee first, expressing a desire for fencing lessons due to an upcoming business meeting where he needed to win a fencing match. When Hyun-hee was asked about her first meeting with Jeon, she stated, "When I waited for him in the fencing hall for our first training, I was surprised to see a much younger guy than me, accompanied by bodyguards. He seemed like a wealthy young man." According to Nam, throughout their first lesson, Jeon kept asking her if anything was hurting or if it was uncomfortable. Nam thought that maybe he was cautious not to get injured. But on their second lesson, Jeon proposed a business idea out of nowhere, telling Nam, "I want to start a fencing-related business. Are you willing to join us?" Nam, who has always been concerned about expanding the scope of fencing and creating more job opportunities for her fellow fencing instructors, immediately agreed to join Jeon as she saw Jeon's fencing business plan to benefit many of her juniors. Nam thought that she would be a fool to refuse Jeon's idea. Eventually, Jeon was asked what allowed him to propose such a significant business idea after meeting just twice. And it was all because Hyun-hee is a famous person in fencing. Additionally, their second lesson is when both of them started to get close after expressing their business interests. After creating a buzz with her divorce and new lover, Hyun-hee was invited to different interviews alongside Cheong-jo, where they shared different things about their relationship. In an interview, Cheong-jo cited bodyguards as the main reason for their fights, saying that it's very natural for him to spend his daily life with bodyguards, but Hyun-hee says it's uncomfortable. After a big fight over the issue, they reduced the number of bodyguards and changed their attire from formal to casual. Going back to October 23, 2023, shortly after announcing their marriage, instead of receiving support from her fans and the public, their announcement was flooded with her fiance's crimes, real identity, and true gender. In response to rumors about John, Nam posted on Instagram on the 25th of October 2023, stating that she would strongly respond to the spread of false or malicious information. Regarding the impact on her child, Nam mentioned that her daughter appears to be accepting the situation and they are handling the matter with care. Nam and her daughter eventually lived together with Jeon in an upscale residence. Cheong-jo, who portrayed himself as a Chaebol heiress born in the United States, turns out to be a native Korean from Ganghwa, Incheon. She's not an illegitimate son of the Paradise Group's CEO, but a daughter from a karaoke business family in Ganghwa. Cheong-jo's father is not a conglomerate owner, but a suspect wanted on charges of fraud named Chang-soo, who is still on the run. She didn't pursue a major in horseback riding in New York. Instead, she attended Ganghwa Middle School and eventually left Ganghwa Island when she enrolled in the Korea Racing Livestock High School located in Namwon, which she eventually quit after her first year. This high school is a vocational high school that cultivates personnel in the horse industry. It's true that she studied horses, but no one was sure if she's really an equestrian athlete with numerous victories. And it seems like Cheong-jo's lies started when she was in middle school. Even among her classmates, Jeon's habit of lying was so severe that none of them believed her words, which was evident during one of their gatherings around 2019 with friends in Ganghwa Island when Jeon claimed to have undergone transgender surgery, becoming a man but still capable of pregnancy. To which her friends responded with skepticism, thinking she's lying again. It's noteworthy that Jeon Chang-soo and Jeon Cheong-jo are similar not just in their looks, but also in their methods of scamming people. Her father also presents himself as a wealthy man, carrying expensive clothes worth 300 to 400 million won and high-quality bags, forcing one of his victims into buying a house together and starting a business with him to make his victim think that he's committed to marriage. The claim of being an IT executive at such a young age, accompanied by having multiple bodyguards and statements like rarely having typical Korean meals, makes Cheong-jo's narrative appear more extravagant and stylized than a drama which made netizens suspicious of her true identity, resulting to digging her past and background. On the morning of October 25, 2023, police and alleged victims visited Jeon and Nam's apartment after accusations of fraud. It was also at this time that Nam Hyun-hee learned about Jeon Cheong-jo's deception, using her name in an investment where money was given because they trusted Nam Hyun-hee. Later that day, Nam Hyun-hee was seen confronting Jeon Cheong-jo about numerous reports labeling him as a criminal and a fraud. According to an eyewitness, Nam Hyun-hee asked Jeon Cheong-jo if he was a third-generation chaebol, as he claimed. Jeon Cheong-jo admitted that he was not. Nam Hyun-hee and Jeon Cheong-jo decided to call off the engagement, leaving Jeon alone in their shared apartment at Lotte Towers Signiel. However, suspicions arise among netizens about whether she is solely a victim. Since meeting Jeon Cheong-jo, Nam Hyun-hee received gifts like a Bentley and luxury bags, raising questions about the circumstances. Doubts persist regarding the entire controversy, including whether Nam Hyun-hee genuinely believed she was pregnant with Jeon's child, knowing she's a female. The nature of her involvement in the situation is questioned. Is she a victim or an accomplice? How did she come to believe everything Jeon told her, going as far as getting engaged? Some even speculate if this is an attempt to divert attention from the scandals surrounding her academy. Since then, various interviews have been conducted with Nam Hyun-hee, revealing how Jeon Cheong-jo deceived her and addressing netizen suspicions about her involvement. Initially, as they grew closer, Jeon told Nam that she had a life-threatening illness one day and had only 6 months to live, going as far as staging scenes of difficulty breathing and vomiting blood into the sink. Nam Hyun-hee mentioned, once in the bathroom, he closed the door for a long time. When I asked why he wasn't coming out, Jeon Cheong-jo opened the door with difficulty, and inside the bathroom, the sink was filled with blood. Startled, I suggested going to the hospital, but he refused to go. There was a time when Jeon and Nam went to a suite at Paradise Hotel to spend the night together, which cost over 12 million won for one night. They entered through a private route only staff used, which helped Jeon gain Nam Hyun-hee's trust, leading her to believe that Jeon was indeed a Paradise Group heiress, unaware that Jeon had reserved a hotel room before their visit. During a moment when Cheong-jo was asleep, his phone received a text message from the group chairman, who identified themselves as Cheon's father. Nam Hyun-hee answered the text, starting her conversation with the chairman, which gradually led to a request for Nam to quickly start calling them dad and urging for a wedding to take place. All these Kakao Talk conversations were orchestrated by Cheong-jo, using multiple personas to solidify his lies. During their time together, Nam Hyun-hee believed that Cheong-jo had undergone gender transition from female to male. John claimed to have received a testicular transplantation. Nam Hyun-hee felt it was impossible, but since John mentioned being from the Paradise Group, she thought that it may be medically possible. This led Nam Hyun-hee to believe that she was pregnant with Jeon's child, and she decided to share the news of her marriage through an interview. Nam revealed that Jeon wanted her to take a pregnancy test, but prevented her from going to the pharmacy. Jeon told her that she shouldn't go to the pharmacy, given that she has a public image as an athlete. So it was Cheong-jo who kept on giving Nam Hyun-hee pregnancy tests. Nam thought that the pregnancy test results were odd, so she went to her parents' house and mentioned that her test results seemed strange, in which they asked her if she bought the test kit herself. That's when Nam realized that every test kit was given by Cheong-jo, and each time the packaging was missing. Nam claimed that Cheong-jo tampered with her pregnancy tests. Despite taking around 10 to 20 tests, Cheong-jo gave her each test already unwrapped, showing 2 lines indicating pregnancy. In reality, Nam Hyun-hee was not pregnant. On October 26, 2023, Cheong-jo faced arrest for stalking as she persistently banged on the door of Nam Hyun-hee's mother at around 1 a.m. Following the initial investigation, police released John at 6:30 a.m., clarifying that the decision was based on her not being a flight risk. However, they imposed restrictions, forbidding her from approaching Nam Hyun-hee within 100 meters, and prohibiting any calls or texts. Authorities also provided Nam with an emergency smartwatch to promptly alert the police if John attempted to assault her. On the same day, Paradise Group refuted claims of Cheong-jo being an illegitimate son of Philip Jeon, announcing their intent to take legal action against misinformation. On October 27, 2023, Nam Hyun-hee removed an SNS post that seemed to show her enjoying a luxurious vacation with Cheong-jo. The post featured a photo taken inside the Grand Deluxe pool villa in Paradise City, Incheon, with the caption, "Fencing again today." As of the 27th, the post is no longer accessible. The pool villa, known for its 12 million won per night cost, added intrigue to the situation. Another post from July 30th, detailing a meal with her daughter and students, expressing gratitude to CEO Jeon for covering the girls' lunch expenses, has also been deleted. John has a previous criminal history involving fraud. In 2020, John received a 15-month sentence, and in 2021, she was sentenced to 6 months in prison. Dispatch reports reveal that she engaged in scams, targeting 7 individuals through different tactics. This included using different identities, posing as a love interest, once as a woman and once as a man, and borrowing money with no intention of paying it back. In one instance, Jeon used a similar tactic by claiming to be the illegitimate son of the Paradise Group. In another case, she approached a victim in a male persona, deceiving them out of over 70 million won under the false promise of hiring the victim as an assistant upon her return to her family's business. In 2020, John borrowed more than 30 million won and spent 10 million won using the victim's father's credit card. As per the court's verdict, she asked the victim to give her the credit card, falsely claiming it was for purchasing furniture for their shared home since they would be getting married. Cheong-jo also defrauded Nam Hyun-hee's family members of 90 million Korean won. On October 31st, 2023, the Songpa police station filed a warrant against Jeon on charges of swindling money from individuals she met during private lectures using the guise of investment. She was also accused of encouraging people to take out loans for investment in her favor. Police confirmed 15 victims who were collectively swindled out of over 1.9 billion won, and this number may increase as the investigation progresses. Jeon was detained for investigation on fraud and attempted fraud charges. She was apprehended at a relative's home in Gimpo, west of Seoul, after the Seoul Eastern District Court granted a detention warrant, along with a warrant to examine her telephone communication history, citing concerns about potential non-compliance with summonses. Authorities searched Jeon's apartment in Jamsil, southern Seoul, and her mother's home in Gimpo for evidence. Under the detention warrant, the suspect can be held for 48 hours, and a formal arrest warrant is required for an extended period. The police also initiated an investigation after the fencer filed a stalking complaint against Jeon's mother, alleging dozens of phone calls and text messages requesting conversations. Confirming that Jeon's mother contacted Nam about 20 times on Monday, the police considered pursuing criminal charges for stalking after questioning her. Additionally, as more reports of Koreans scammed by Jeon emerge, Gangso-gu District Council member Kim Min-seok released photos via JTBC, allegedly used by Jeon to deceive her victims. The photos show Jeon being escorted by hired bodyguards in Jeju Island, with over 10 guards present. Kim stated that Jeon spent over 15 million won monthly on the guards. These photos weren't released earlier, because when people took pictures of Jeon, the guards ordered them to be deleted. Amid the controversies surrounding Jeon, Nam has privatized her Instagram account and is staying out of the spotlight. On November 2nd, 2023, according to Yonhap News, Nam Hyun-hee's legal representative stated that instead of responding noisily to Jeon Cheong-jo's group, they will actively and quietly cooperate with the investigation. Nam Hyun-hee's group expressed apologies, expressing how truly embarrassed and sorry they are for making a fuss. They also refuted the suspicion that Nam Hyun-hee was complicit in the crime, asserting that Nam Hyun-hee was used more thoroughly than anyone else that resulted to Jeon Cheong-jo's crimes to be exposed before Nam became the final target. Regarding the Bentley car that Jeon Cheong-jo claimed was a gift to Nam Hyun-hee, Nam's legal representative clarified that the Bentley was given to Jeon Cheong-jo as a surprise proposal gift without Nam Hyun-hee's knowledge. He further explained that when they found out about Jeon Cheong-jo's fraudulent activities, they tried to immediately return the vehicle, but the whole situation was complicated, and they had no idea how to do it, which resulted in a bigger misunderstanding. On January 31st, 2024, prosecutors sought a 15-year prison term for Jeon Cheong-jo on charges of fraud and forgery. Jeon was charged with swindling about 3 billion won from 27 people between 2022 and 2023 through false investment schemes. Investigations revealed that she presented herself as a secret heir to the prestigious Paradise Hotel chain, luring victims with false investment opportunities portrayed as exclusive to wealthy conglomerate families. Considering Jeon's actual credentials, the likelihood of her reimbursing the damages is very low, and it's evident that the economic and psychological toll on the victims may persist, stated the prosecution during a court hearing. They concluded that Jeon's motive was to fund a luxurious lifestyle with ill-gotten money. I promise that I will recover the damage done, albeit taking long, and prove my pledge with actions. I repent again and again, Jeon said during the hearing. Nam was also subject to a police investigation following complaints from investment fraud victims alleging collusion with Jeon. However, the fencer vehemently denied these suspicions. Moreover, In a prior interview, Jaeon disclosed that despite undergoing breast resection surgery in July 2023, and while currently taking hormone shots, she remains biologically a woman, as she has yet to get gender confirmation surgery. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on our next video.